Ready?
Project.
Call this meeting to order, the Blackhawk County Board of Supervisors for June 7, 2022. Roll call, Mr. Beater.
Leyland,
Here.
Little,
Here.
Schwartz,
Here.
Belka,
Here.
White.
Here, have a moment of silence to reflect on our actions of the day. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have the agenda received as proposed or as amended?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, aye.
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 Opposed, motion carried. Public comments. Anyone from the public like to make any comments? I don't see anyone in here. How about online? Hearing none, moving on to Years of Service Awards. Mr. Beater.
We have one service award for this month, and it's for Stanley Swingen from Conservation for 35 years of service. Congratulations.
I gotta get going, we got.
Yep.
No speech.
Well, thanks so much for your service. Short and sweet.
So he's got work to do.
Concrete to pour.
Claims and payments. Resolution. James?
This week's expenditures total $377,161.20, of which secondary roads makes up $229,995, and maintenance department $20,398. Everything is normal.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, this is the resolution. Please answer. Your name is called.
Leyland,
Yes.
Little,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Belka,
Yes.
White.
Yes, resolution adopted. Next is receive project updates from department heads and elected officials.
Good
Morning,
morning,
Kathy.
Board. Kathy Nicholas, County Engineer. I'll give you a brief update on our contract construction projects. For the season, Canfield Road, that resurfacing has been complete. There are a few work items remaining. We are grinding in the pavement markings on this project. So that means we inset the pavement markings about 1/4 of an inch. That has to all be ground out, the center line and the edge line. That work has yet to be done, and then the pavement marking itself, the paint will be placed in that inset, and we're gonna try that. We haven't done that in too many projects lately. We're gonna try that and see if that makes the pavement markings last longer. So that work has yet to be done on that project, but the paving's done. It turned out really nice. The smoothness is excellent. The Cedar Wopsy,
Kathy, I was just gonna say, what do they typically go? You say, see if they'd last longer. What do they typically have a lifespan?
it just depends on the traffic volume and the winter. You know, how much snow, how much we have to be out there plowing. 1 to 2 years on our busier paved roads is how long the pavement markings last. We're hoping that, just hearing from other counties, that if we inset the pavement marking, hopefully we could go 3 to 4 years. So maybe twice as long,
Okay.
depending on the road.
Thank you.
The Cedar Wopsy Road Bridge reconstruction between Sage and Shank, that is going well. The bridge is mostly complete. The guardrail was poured last week, and now the contractor's working on bringing the approaches up to meet the new bridge. Our maintenance staff has been placing mile rock. We're making really good progress so far. I think we're into the 5th district of placing 10 miles of rock, and that would be the first round of rocking mile rock. We have begun mowing the paved road system starting last week, and then the first round of dust control has been placed for all county residents. Can I answer any questions? Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Kathy.
you.
Anyone else? Hearing none, we'll move on to consent agenda by resolution.
So moved.
Second.
Do we do the minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Thanks, Graham. Minutes approved for May 31st, 2022.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, aye.
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 Opposed, motion carried. Consent agenda by resolution. I have a motion and a second on that. Any discussion on any of the items? This is a resolution. Please answer as your name is called.
Sorry, I didn't catch the motion in the second.
Oh,
I did the motion. I think it was Dan.
Second.
Oh, Tom.
Thank you.
thank you.
Little,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Trelka,
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
White.
Yes, resolution adopted. Contracts and agreements. This is a resolution to approve the agreement with Modus Elections Manager for precinct election official management software for an annual fee of $9,630 and a one-time startup fee of $3,000 and to sign for same as approved.
So moved.
Do I have a second? I'll second that. Oh. Okay, I've got a motion and a second. Any discussion?
I was gonna say, Grant, did you want to talk about that? I was thinking too, it was recommended by you. We should probably be sure to include that in the minutes.
This was something that we talked about at budget time that Karen Showalter, the elections manager, has been pursuing. This gives us some software to manage the precinct workers. This is not anything to do with the actual voting or ballots or anything like that. This is so that we can keep track of where our precinct workers live, where they work, how often they've been used, and paying them and so on. And it was approved in the budget for this year.
Thank you.
Was that in Al's budget?
Pardon me?
Was that in Al's budget, IT?
No, it's in the election office budget.
Okay.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, this resolution, please answer as your name is called.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Trelka,
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
Little,
Yes.
White.
Yes, resolution adopted. Next, the resolution that the agreement between Blackhawk County and Baker Tilly for the American Rescue Plan funding consulting services be approved and direct the chair to sign for same as recommended by James Perry, Finance Director.
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second. I would like to add, I think to that too, that was also the recommendation of the ARP committee, was it not just?
Yes, it
you,
was. Yep,
everybody?
thank you. So it is recommended by myself, but it is also recommended by the committee. We did, last week, decide to move forward with the proposal from Baker Tilly. We did ask Tom Calico from Baker Tilly to be on today, which I do see him on. If you do have any questions to Baker Tilly specifically, this contract has gone through legal as well, so if you have any questions, we're here to answer them, but otherwise we recommend approval.
Is that up to $100,000?
That is correct, Tom.
Make that part of the motion.
And Mike, did you want to comment on the changes that were made or not?
It simply had to do with limited liability provisions and making sure insurance requirements were met.
Okay. Did Mr. Calico, were you wanting to speak or add anything, or I guess regarding the working with you and Baker Tilly, or were you just online for questions?
I appreciate the opportunity. Good morning. I'm here to answer questions. Anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Okay, great. I have a few. I was going to say, really regarding the scope of work, I think is more where my questions were, and kind of understanding, I guess, the working relationship and us going forward. I noticed in some of the things, especially, I guess, in the first steps in the scope of work, you mentioned educating client leadership, staff, and other stakeholders. And so some of it just questioning, I guess, how we go about that and how we start, or, what are some of the first steps and where we go from here?
Sure. Well, this is meant to be highly customizable to your particular situation. So, we can do it lots of different ways. With others, we've held initially a education session for the governing body, and had a good discussion with them about how they want to proceed in terms of what goals they want to accomplish, to what degree they want to include citizenry and get citizenry input. So, we certainly can do that, but what we've experienced is that every case is a little different, and we would want to engage in a conversation with you about how you want to proceed, and we'll mold this to your particular circumstances.
Okay, great.
I would like to add that they have made themselves available for the ARPA committee immediately following this board meeting, assuming that this contract is approved. So we plan to get started right away.
Okay. Well, is that something then, as far as like next steps on this, I guess you're going to be discussing at the next meeting, or this meeting following the board meeting? Because I thought maybe some of the questions I have would be better directed after that, or maybe when you present. I guess I'm looking for a timeline of thinking when you'd maybe want to meet with the board, or when we'd want to meet with you. I'm guessing as soon as possible, or as soon as we could get that set up, but I didn't know if that's how your schedule allows either.
Yeah, I mean, we would like to meet as quickly as possible. It's just a matter of getting it on everybody's calendars.
Okay. Great. I can hold off on my questions then till then.
Yeah, I mean, either way, we have not engaged in Baker Tilly as far as discussing a process, only because we wanted to get this contract taken care of first. That is an agenda item for the ARPA committee, just to kind of discuss the process and try to, really see how Baker Tilly can help out Blackhawk County as far as the process that we're currently in. So,
Great. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Perry. Hearing no further discussion as to the resolution, please answer as your name is called.
Trelka,
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
Little,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
White.
Yes, resolution adopted. This is other business. A motion that the request for purchase of capital equipment submitted by LU, IT Director, be approved and direct the chair to sign for same. Purchase of 5 Dell Latitude 3520 laptops and 5 docking stations for $6,317.85 from CDWG.
Good morning, Board. My name is Corey Tim with the IT Department, and I'm just here to answer any questions you may have regarding this.
They're budgeted items,
Yes, they are budgeted for this current fiscal year.
and you do have that money in there because I know you consolidated quite a few line items for that firewall, $90,000. So you do have it yet in there?
As far as I know, yes.
Tom, I can confirm, this is James. They do have the funds in there. That is a budget item that was already planned for in this fiscal year. So those items were set aside for these laptops. The firewall was consolidating unspent dollars in there.
Okay. Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Hearing no discussion, all in favor, aye.
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 Opposed, motion carried. Next, the motion that the appointment of John Brunette as a representative for the Blackhawk County Planning and Zoning Committee be approved, effective June 7th, 2022, serving a 5-year term. Mr. Trelka, you'd like to handle this?
Yes, Supervisor White and I interviewed this candidate a week ago, and we had some tough questions for him, but he really impressed us. He'll be a good fit for a planning and zoning committee, so we recommend that he be approved.
Do we have that committee then finalized? We have all 7 members now? Or do we still need more? Do you two?
Thought that was all we needed.
This is it. Okay.
I think this is it.
Great. Thank you.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second. Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, aye.
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 Opposed,
Aye.
motion carried. Next, the resolution to approve and direct the chair to sign for the same. the extension of the collective bargaining agreement between Blackhawk County Unit 1 Clerical Unit represented by PPME
So moved.
Local 20, 2003. I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Amanda?
Hi, Amanda Fesemeyer, Human Resources Director. Just here to answer any questions, but just briefly, this is a bit of a formality. Last fall, the board and the union came to an agreement to extend the existing contract with 3% across the board wage increases. So that is consistent for these 3 resolutions that you have in front of you. Conservation will be approving theirs at this week's board meeting, and then Board of Health will be approving the Unit 8 one at the end of the month, and those 2 will come before you to be placed on file. So any questions at all?
None here. Any online? Hearing none, this is a resolution. Please answer as your name is called.
Leyland,
Yes.
Little,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Jelka,
Yes.
White.
Yes, resolution adopted. Next, the resolution to approve and direct the chair to sign for same the extension of the collective bargaining agreement between Blackhawk County and Unit 4 Secondary Roads and Maintenance,
So moved.
represented by Teamsters 238. I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, this is a resolution. Please answer as your name is called.
Little,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Jelka,
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
White.
Yes, resolution adopted. Next is the resolution to approve and direct the chair to sign for same the extension of the collective bargaining agreement between Blackhawk County and Unit 6 attorneys recommended by AFSCME Local 679, effective July 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2024.
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, this is a resolution. Please answer as your name is called.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Jelka,
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
Little,
Yes.
White.
Yes, resolution adopted. Next, is there any reports or information from the board?
I do, Chairman White.
Go ahead, Dan.
Supervisor Schwartz and I are on a committee for the warming center, and last week, through generous donations from people in the Cedar Valley, the warming center purchased a building on 5th in Waterloo. So we will have an established building as a warming center for our residents in need.
Thank you, Mr. Trelka. Any other information to share? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? We are adjourned.